Hi guys, this is Tracy. This is my kitchen. So tonight I am making a fun vegetable dish. I had someone reach out to me that's struggling to make vegetables fun. Instead of just taking them out of a steamable bag and serving them, they're like, how can they make it more fun? And what I'm assuming she means is getting her kids to eat it. Because me and you know that we should eat vegetables and they're good for us, but when you're a kid, you just don't eat them. So I'm not really at that stage yet that I have to worry about that. So I did some research and I found something. I had a cauliflower in my fridge and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna look for a recipe with cauliflower. So this is my first time doing this, but I'm still gonna tweak it to the way I want it to make it a little bit healthier than the one that I saw online, because that's always what I do. So I had a cauliflower in my fridge, and the first thing I did was I just chopped it up and I had to put it on a cookie sheet. It's a two-step process, which I'm hoping if I do a little experimenting, it will turn into a one-stepper, that everything just goes in the oven and you walk away. But I wanted to go by their directions this time to make sure I didn't not cook the cauliflower all the way, because it is hard in the beginning. So the first thing you do is you take your cauliflower and you just chop it up. I didn't make a video of doing that, but you just take a knife and just chop it up. It doesn't have to be perfect. But before, I drizzled some olive oil on it, okay, and put it on the cookie sheet. And then online it told me to set my oven to 425. My oven's really hot, so I do not go by what they tell me online. I have mine set at 375, and I'm going to let these bake on the cookie sheet for 35 minutes. And I'm going to see how they look. And then we're gonna combine them in a casserole pan, and we're gonna make some cheesy casserole, cauliflower casserole, for your kids or for your whoever, and I'm gonna try to make it as healthy as possible, and we'll be back. Hey guys, Tracy here. We are doing a cauliflower casserole, all right? The first thing we did earlier was we chopped up the cauliflower, put it on a cookie sheet, and we did it at 375 for 35 minutes. The recipe said 425 for 35 minutes, and I told you why I wasn't going to listen, because it would have burnt the shit out of my cauliflower. So I don't go by the rules because I'm a rule breaker. But anyways, this is the results of the cauliflower. The next thing I need to do is I have a cake pan, okay? And you can just use one of these kind of sprays. I got this at Aldi, it's an olive oil spray, just to coat the bottom of the pan. Okay, I still have my oven running at 375. All right, and then we're gonna make the cheesy mix. All right, so first thing is I'm adding a 2/3 cup of non-fat Greek yogurt. They were recommending sour cream. I do not use sour cream, nor do I buy it. Okay, so I'm gonna put it in here. I hate using measuring cups because it gets in the measuring cup and doesn't come out. And I don't like measuring things. So anyways, but this is like 2/3 cup. We'll just do a little bit more. I think I'm gonna add more. I'm gonna put it in like a mixing bowl, whatever. See, there's all this shit in there. So I'll put a little bit more in there. Then you need 1/4 cup of cheese, shredded. I'm going to do 1 cup cottage cheese to make it a little less bad for you. 1/4 cup of the shredded cheese, which is, I'm just doing taco style because that's what I have. Okay, so I got a 1 cupper, and I'm gonna do 1 whole cup of cottage cheese. This might not turn out that great, but I think it should, because I've done my cabbage lasagna with cottage cheese, and I think it turned out really great, and the kids, it doesn't taste bad or weird. Sometimes you throw cottage cheese at a young toddler and they're like, it looks gross. I wouldn't eat it when I was a kid. I used to think cottage cheese literally was like cheese in a cottage. I don't know, but that's what I thought. So anyways, 1 cup cottage cheese, and then I'm going to do 1/4 cup of whatever shredded cheese that you have. You can even use Parm cheese or whatever. I'm just gonna use taco style. That's fine. Put a little bit more in. I'm gonna top it as well at the end with it. What else do I gotta do? Then salt and pepper to taste. So just throw a little salt and pepper in it. Should come over here to you more. Okay. I'm gonna throw a little paprika in it because I just think that sounds like a good idea. So I'm just putting a little bit. It's not really spicy or anything. You can avoid it if you want, if you don't think the kids are gonna like it. And I'm also gonna throw a little parsley. Once again, that was not in the recipe, but I'd like to do that. And I'm gonna put a smidge of garlic salt with parsley as well. Okay. So next, let's mix this guy up here. Mix him up all together. And again, you can use whatever you want. You can look at different substitutions if people have, I don't know, certain allergies to stuff. So, oh Jesus. So next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these all in here. I'm gonna put them all in here. Okay. Mix this guy up. Okay. Who knows how this is gonna turn out? This is gonna be interesting. So I usually don't do this kind of casserole stuff. So again, I sprayed my pan. All right, so let's put this mofo in here. Actually, it doesn't fill it up much, but whatever. I mean, this is enough for, this is one cauliflower head. This might not be, you might need to get like 2 of them for a whole family. I mean, it's gonna be a side, but that still might not be enough. So if you have a big family, I'd recommend getting 2 and then having 2 of these trays, but it's just me and Julian and the baby, so. All right, so you got that in here, okay? And then I'm gonna top it with the scallions, the green onions. They're always like super cheap at the store. These guys right here. You don't have to use as many as I am, but I like a lot of stuff. Okay, so we top it with that. Okay, and then I'm gonna top it again with a little bit more of the taco style cheese or whatever cheese you like. And then this only needs to go back in the oven for 5 to 7 minutes. So you gotta keep an eye on this, okay? And if you're afraid of burning stuff, just lower the oven and make it lower. Just like me, I did 375, because if I listened to them, I would have burned my cauliflower. So it all depends on your oven. So we're gonna put this in there. And I want to tell you guys what I'm doing for a meal too, really quick. I have some chicken breast here that I was going to saute. So after this is done, I was gonna put a little bit of oil on this. Okay, and just some seasoning. Super simple. And then I also had put in sweet potatoes in here. You can just pop over here. What does she got? Is she grabbing them? So there's the sweet potatoes that are in there, and they've been cooking. So those are done. So then you have a whole meal. This will take, these are super thin chicken breasts, so they won't take very long. But the casserole took more than anything. So there you go. You have an easy meal, and I think it's fairly healthy. We'll come back and show you the last results of how the meal looks. Oh, are you still video? Okay, we're ready for boom. Hey guys, we're back. We just finished. I just took the cauliflower casserole out of the oven a little minute ago. It's cooled down. I just took a taste of it. It's pretty good. I would probably add a little more salt and pepper. The cottage, it's good. It's got the cottage cheese and the other cheese. I think it's pretty tasty. I'd add some more seasoning to it, but I can do that after I eat it. You can never take it out after you've already put it in. I also have my chicken fillets. Literally, these are just like fillets in oil, and I was gonna just put a little bit of seasoning on it, a little bit of adobo. Okay, just a smidge. These are gonna take like 2 seconds, so I made those last. The sweet potatoes I threw in the oven with the cauliflower casserole, and they are ready to rock. So that's a dinner right there for you. You can do this however you want. What I'll do is when I post this, I'll show what I use. And you can use any type of cheese that you like. I was just trying to make things a little less fat and healthier with the cottage cheese. And I think it turned out great, and I look forward to eating it. And I hope you guys enjoy. See you later.